Howdy. Coming to you with an unboxing here. I know what this is, and I'm pretty excited to check it out. This has come to me from Chaosium, so I'm expecting Chaosium's sort of legendary good packing, which is why I'm not necessarily being as gentle as I should. It took some hits in transit, but, you know, that's what happens. So Chaosium ran a really good sale, not an extensive sale, but the discounts were impressive recently, and it decided me on taking a chance on something I had been interested in for a while, but had never decided to check out. So this time around, I figured why not, because the price was right. Also, there's a Call of Cthulhu book that I have been wanting for some time, but hadn't found an excuse to pick it up. I thought about the idea of using it in conjunction with Mask of Nyarlathotep in case, while in Africa, they decided to go somewhere else, even though it's not close. And that is Secrets of Morocco. And I figure this can be useful for all sorts of books. I believe this is a late release from sort of Chaosium before the change, and I've heard some negative reviews of some of their late source books and supplements from before the sort of reintroduction of original people and then new people and the rebirth of Chaosium into what it has become. It's really sort of minor juggernaut of sorts. So I don't know, on History of Morocco, I have actually read some pretty positive reviews of this, so I am excited to check it out. I've been to Morocco, not much, just a couple of days, visited a couple of port cities, and it was a really interesting place to visit. I can imagine, especially Tetuan, which I don't know if they cover Tetuan, I assume they do, but who knows. Tetuan would be, I think, just an amazing place to set various Lovecraftian adventures in. Oh, there's my paperwork. Let me get that out here. All right, so what do I have that I was interested in checking out? The Würm. This is or Würm, I don't know. I barely speak English. I certainly don't speak anything else. Role-playing game of the Ice Age. That is what it says. Role-playing in the Ice Age. I don't speak English. I don't read English. Just want to take a quick gander at this. So I'm fascinated by history, by ancient history, by prehistory. I really like, what's his name? Stefan Milo, I think his name is. He does history. He has a name similar to like a nut job, but he's not a nut job. He does history videos on YouTube. He does a lot of prehistory stuff. It's great stuff. It's really fascinating. Also, some really good videos from Bettany Hughes about the prehistory of England that I find really interesting. Anyway, you know, the Doggerland and all of that. So Würm. I love, you know, the art. This, I think, was not originally in English, as far as I know. I don't remember. I know I read about this when it first came out, but I don't remember much about it. It's got some just beautiful artwork in it. You know, so I like this. I believe, and I could be totally mistaken, but I believe that this is taken fairly seriously, that this is not intended necessarily as a fantasy Ice Age game, more of, well, I mean, I see actually some perhaps magic here, but I don't know if that's just the spiritualism or if it's actually magic. I really don't know. But I like the idea of, frankly, I like the idea of both. I like the idea of doing a very real-world prehistoric thing, but I also love the idea of mixing in strange elements. I've written at least one prehistoric set, Doggerland set, actually, short story that mixes in, mythos, strangeness, and cosmic horror. I mean, it's a great fit. But anyway, it's making me want to go watch Quest for Fire again. I love that movie. So, Würm. Very cool. And then, because the price was so low, I also grabbed Voice of the Ancestors, a special adventure booklet, black. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm never reading that. Sorry. Again, barely speak English. This was super cheap, so I picked it up. Looks like just a little mini adventure. And then Voice of the Ancestors #1 and Voice of the Ancestors #2. These are books of adventures. This one, I read up just a little bit about this, and I think the idea is that they're separate adventures, although I suspect maybe you can weave them into a longer, into like a campaign of some kind. I love this black and white art. It's so cool. Like, pencil or charcoal, looks like. Very cool. And then this one I know deals with some pretty sensitive topics because it has a lot to do with cannibalism, be that ritual or dietary. And so obviously that's not going to be to everyone's taste. That the fact is, that's one of the things that learning about history teaches you, and that is that history is full of awful, awful, awful things. And as bad as the world looks sometimes, it's overall a heck of a lot better than it used to be for almost everyone. And things got grim a lot, and people dealt with a lot of really bad stuff and created a lot of really bad stuff of their own. History is full of horror. So anyhow, Würm is, I don't know if this is everything made for it, but it was certainly a lot. And thanks to that sale, I got this all for a very reasonable price. For less than the original book just by itself would have cost. And Secrets of Morocco. So that's what I've got today. I'm still thinking about maybe trying to run masks at some point. We'll see. Maybe reading this will get me to focus a little bit more and read that. Well, time will tell. Take care, everybody.